What up, what up? It's your dude, Gigwise here, aka Tim, T.I. to the M. Let me turn the radio down. I thought I had it all the way down. I'm going to do a couple catering deliveries. Oh, shoot, it's 49 minutes till my pickup time. Spent way too long in the gas station yip-yapping. Please let me. Man, that was loud. Let me know in your... Hey, what up, Night Watcher? You caught me live. Just beginning. We're going to see how this works. Because you're in St. Louis. I'm going to actually try and get Fox 2 to figure out what's going on with our cell service. I looked at the coverage map last night of cell phone coverage just in general. St. Louis City barely has any, it looked like, and I know I see the towers, but I can barely live stream out there on the road now because it buffers so much, and people are popping in and popping right out because all they see is the circle going round and round. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going to Brio Italian Grill. That's only like 24 minutes. Shoot, there must be some traffic because it's 22 minutes from my house. And I'm closer. I apologize for if you hear the wind noise, but my blower motor resistor decided to start acting up the past 2 days, and I got a new one on the way today to replace that. So I've only got number 3 and 4 fan level. What up, Shane? Yeah, I'm going to do a video replacing that. Those car repair videos do pretty good. I've got a PCV valve video from, I don't know, over 2 years ago. It still gets views quite a bit. And then one of my most popular videos that gets the most clicks is a short I did on the taillight saying that I'm getting ready to do a video on replacing the taillight bulb. I don't even replace the bulb in it. It's where I came out of the back of the van and said, "What's up, everybody? Time to make another car repair video like Scotty Kilmer." I was inspired by him on that because he pops up out of the trunk or the hatchback. Good morning, Baba. So, somebody lost their boot. It's in the middle of the road. Oh shit, I got a red light too. Hold your britches. So I found me a deal on some, I can't read that. You're going to have to speak English. I don't have a translator. I have no idea if that's even a language. Anyhow, I found a deal on new wheels for or rims, whatever you want to call them, for my van on Marketplace. I just had the base, this is just a base model van, so I had the base Steelies on it, but they were painted gray from the factory, and they had rusted. And then when I bought it, I was fine. I was going to clean them up, get rid of the rust, and paint them. But in between those 2 days when I wasn't at the dealer, I came back and they had, cleaned the van up better. Well, they painted over the rust. And they rusted again. So now I got the exact same wheels, only these are chrome, and they're dirty right now. I haven't cleaned them yet. We got 3 or 4 days of rain coming up. I'm not going to bother polishing them up until after that. But yeah, I went and got the new rear tires put on. I already had new front tires. I had those tires taken off and then put on the new wheels. So I got all 4 new shiny chrome rims I'm rolling on now. And they only cost me $100 for all 4. I couldn't believe it. It's the best deal I could find. Usually if it's $100 for all 4, they're about in the condition my old ones were in or worse. The problem though, I went to Walmart and had this done. Well, I needed service tires. Yeah, I understand. Now you're going to flash at me? This is the issue I'm having. I guess it was still semi working on my way home yesterday because the tires were still in the back, the old rims. Well, they were I told them I got 6 tires that I don't want. I don't want those. All I want is my rims. And the guy told me after he'd done the first one, he said the TPMS, TPMS sensors were working no problem, easy to transfer over. Well, when they were done, he said, yeah, he couldn't get them programmed. Well, you want to know why? I looked in the back because I wanted my old wheels. Well, the rear ones, which were they were putting new tires on, that's the new tires I needed. Okay. Well, they just put the new tires on the new wheels and left the old tires on the old wheels and put those in the back of my van. Oh, well, you can't take the TPMS monitor off if you don't, and put it on the new wheel if you don't take it off the old one. You have to take the tire off for that. And then I looked at the two wheels that were the front ones that they did take the tires off because they had to put the new tires on I already had new. So if there were sensors on the wheels I bought, they're not going to work on my van because they came from a Silverado. I mean, there's a chance they may work, but I'm gonna look into it. But I looked at my invoice, which is sitting on my passenger seat. I gotta call them and find out why they charged me for TPMS sensors if they don't work. I got all this crap flashing on my dash because all my sensors are gone. So I'm gonna find out. I don't know if I can just delete the whole TPMS sensor system. I'm gonna look into that. This dude wasn't new, he was old. Maybe not as old as me, but he looked as old as me. Yeah, I went over everything in detail before they even started working on it because it was confusing. But it's not confusing. They got 4 new wheels. I want the new tires on the back. I don't want those old tires. Those need to go to the trash. And of course, the tires on the front are new, so those just need to be swapped. It's pretty simple. And I told them the TPMS sensors need to be swapped. They said, well, you have to take the tire off for that. I'm like, no shit. What do you think you're doing here? Yeah, I'm gonna deal. I looked at the receipt real good when I got home, the invoice, and saw that I actually got charged for the TPMS service. So I'm not gonna sit down and take that. I'm going back. But yesterday I was just happy the new everything's on there. But they're gonna literally have to take every tire off the rim to put the sensors back on, and then put the tires. But they're gonna have to remount and balance all 4 of my tires because of that screw up. I thought it was pretty crystal clear. You have to take those off the old wheels, put them on the new wheels, so my shit works. I couldn't have been more crystal clear. Besides that, I hope everybody's having a happy Tuesday. And the wheels do look sharp. Oh, it looks so much better. I got a video coming on it, by the way. Now, they're dirty. I said that earlier. They're dirty. They were sitting in the guy's backyard. He apologized since he'd been working so much he didn't have a chance to clean them up. I'm like, dude, you're fine. With the price you're charging me, I'll be happy to polish these son of a guns up. Really nice guy. Yeah, he's got a Silverado that he's got kind of squatted. Not like those ones down in the Carolinas where the front end's so high you can't see over the hood. No clue how those guys can even drive down the road unless they got cameras underneath like on the bottom of the bumper and a screen in there so they can see the road. Now my Jeep Cherokee, when I had that, I couldn't really see down the hood. Like I always backed it in too. I know it was when I was still involved with my snow cone business. I went up there, I backed it in, and I couldn't see my vehicle from my window at the snow cone stand from where I parked. But then I drove home, I backed it in, and I get out of the door and I walk up the door. So I never saw the hood. And then I'm back at the snow cone stand the next day inside working, and somebody said, "What's going on with your hood out there? That's funny." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" somebody took white spray paint. This was like that forest green color Cherokee Grand Cherokee Laredo, and somebody spray painted a big cock and balls on my freaking hood, and I couldn't see it because I back in, and I walk away from the vehicle. I don't walk in front of it. I didn't see it. I don't know if it happened at my house or at the snow cone stand when I was inside working the day before or the night before. But yeah, it was like 102 degrees outside. I ran down to the car wash. All I had was wax and some towels, some microfiber towels, and I literally hand buffed the paint off, the spray paint. It came off, but it was a lot of work because I didn't have the right tools with me. I needed like a cleaning rubbing compound, not wax, but that's all I had. The left ball and half the pepe, and I made it look like a musical note, and then I finished it up later at home. But I do remember that. I made it look like a musical note. I spray painted on my hood, but it was just a half a cock and balls. I have no that she never informed me of because she knew I had an investment in that. Like 13 years of my life and a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. Way more than she put into it. Damn it. Some bitch keeps going out. I'm at Nebrio Italian Grill. This is my bill paying order. And then I got another one at one something at a Subway. That's my gas money order. It's weird, I got it at 120, which is after the time the orders come out. It's an easy order, 57 bucks. The Subway order. Not in the best part of town, but it's business to business, I don't care. Yeah, it's only $318 worth of Subway. That's like super easy and small. Yeah, I don't think one of those mechanics there yesterday, or I don't know if you want to call them mechanics, they just change oil and tires. None of them wanted to be there yesterday. They're all talking about how they wanted to be out there by 4 or 5. And I think it's open till 7. Yeah, on my way home, I was at a stoplight waiting to get on the main highway to get down to where I live. And I was hungry. I hadn't had breakfast yet. It was like going on 4 o'clock. And I didn't feel like making anything. I got plenty of stuff to make. I just please for long. I just got to get up over this hill. At least it's not locking up on the phone itself, like a couple days ago when I tried. 11:10. Oh, better went the signal again. Okay, I'm starting to get 5G back. I should be not buffering. If I'm buffering, just if I start spinning and freezing, just put it in the chat that I'm buffering so I know to shut up. I may or may not see it. Yeah, I had an oil change done up there. Actually, they've got really decently priced oil changes because I firmly believe in using full synthetic. And they got really good prices on it. But when you look up how much oil I put in this van, it calls for 4.5 quarts. I don't care what that says, it runs better on 5 quarts. And I told her, and my oil change covers up the price covers up to 5 quarts. Anything above that you got to pay extra. But I told her I want the full 5 quarts. It costs for 4.5 quarts, but the van runs better on 5 quarts. I'm trying to watch my mirror. Make sure nobody's in my blind spot. Yeah, they only put 4.5 quarts in it, so I had to add to it. So and then what got me was, I think I ended up getting Quaker steak for full synthetic Dexos. They had the 5W30 full synthetic and the Valvoline I wanted, but they didn't have the Dexos, and I have to have the Dexos. So next time I get it changed, ask them beforehand, what will you charge me if I buy 5 quarts of the oil here and you just put that in there instead of what you got in the shop? I didn't think about that till after the fact, because that's how I've been doing it at the Express Lube up the street from me. I've been buying the 5-quart container of the Valvoline Restore and the filter and AC Delco, and I take it. It cost me like $34, and then I take it up to the Express Lube, and they charge me like $34, $36 or something to put it in, top off the fluids, all that stuff. So it's still running me like $70, but it's $84 to get an oil change there with the exact same oil. So I'm still saving $10 when I go that route, but I don't know how Walmart's going to do that. It might be cheaper. It should be cheaper. Everything else is cheaper. Why are you getting in that lane? It is. Stay in your lane, lady. I got to get over. Okay, everybody need to slow down a little bit so I can get in the damn on the lane. Yeah, I'll be out for a little bit as long as this. What's up, Mel's? Are you in here? Yeah, you are. What up, Mel's? I'll be out for a little bit because as long as the stream stays healthy, that's the big thing. The stream's got to stay working and not buffering like crazy. Actually, they told me the app was overheating 2 days ago. I'm picking up in the same kind of complex as that restaurant. But I've never had an issue down at the end I'm going to. Yeah, that day I can't get over it. Okay, I was about halfway to the pickup. It started raining on me. It rained while I was doing the pickup. It was raining a little harder when I was doing the drop-off. Then it really poured my whole way home. And I bet you not 20 minutes after I got home, the sun came out and it didn't rain the rest of the day. It only rained while I was out on the road, for the most part. It started raining probably about 12, 13 minutes after I got on the road. And then I get home 20 minutes later, the sun comes out. Exit right. Then keep right. What's the news? Oh yeah, you got that cert to read. 30-minute warning. 30 minutes before the pickup. Then I can try and read the chat a little better and put the glasses in the right spot so it's not fuzzy. Complaining. I ain't even talking about gig work. I'm talking about Walmart's auto service where I got my tires wheels put on yesterday. That's what I'm complaining about because they didn't fix my TPMS sensors. They're still on the old wheels. And also, I told them I wanted all the tires thrown away except for the new tires, the 2 on the front and the 2 on the back, and I still have 2 wheels with tires on them. What's going on today? My name's Tim, not Rim. But I did get new rims. And then there's that guy on Red Dwarf, they call him Rimmer. If there's any Red Dwarf fans out there, I used to love that show. That was so funny. Mr. Rimmer, the cat. Crichton, I think, was the name of the android. I haven't watched it in years. Yeah, Roy, I'm that gig worker that doesn't really complain much about the gig work. How in the hell they are resurfacing the parking lot where I gotta go? Okay, I can get over there. I was like, I can't get to the restaurant to pick up my order. I'm gonna have to park over at Flower Child, walk through the grass, and go to their back door, where I see the servers always coming out smoking. Yeah, I don't complain much about the gig work. It seems to work for me. Well, it's also, if you watch the gig tubers out there, the ones that complain the most, it's usually about DoorDash. Well, ironically, I don't complain much about gig work, and I don't use DoorDash. Well, I went over it in triplicate with the guys before they even started touching my van yesterday. I was pretty sure everything was in understanding. I have 6 tires that are going to the trash, but I still have 2 of the tires mounted on 2 of the rims, and I need the TPMS sensors out of them. I'm going to take them off the 2 rims I have that they did take the tires off of. But I mean, if I have to, I'll deflate those tires, and I'll cut a hole through the frickin' sidewall, and I'll get them out. I've never swapped TPMS sensors, but I do know you have to take the tire off to do it. There might be a way to deflate it and just shove it over, break the seal, and get to it without actually taking the tire off. But I don't know if I'd trust Walmart to do that. That they didn't with my oil change, when I told them I want the whole 5 quarts, even though it calls for 4.5, and they didn't do it. I told the lady, make sure they put the full 5 quarts in, because my van runs a lot better. I get shit about a mile better per gallon with 5 quarts versus the 4.5 it calls for. Like right now, I'm getting 15.7 miles to the gallon. That's about my average, 15.7 to 15.8. That may not sound good to you all, but if you remember that F-150 I did all that Uber and Spark and Instacart and catering in, they got 6 to 8 miles per gallon on premium. Oh, I told them not to fill my washer fluid because the hose came apart down there, and it just drains out. It's a 2-hand job, but there's only room to get 1 hand down in there to reconnect it, because I got to grab each hose and connect them, and I can't get the second hand down there. I got to figure that out. And then my blower motor resistor kind of shot craps, so I only have fan level 3 and 4, and that happened yesterday. I think it was starting to happen the day before, but it's done. I just have fan level 3 and 4, but I already have the new blower, the blower motor resistor, and the 5.5 millimeter socket I need to remove it. It'll be at my house sometime today. I ordered that yesterday right after I got home from Walmart when I was eating my steak and shake. Then I had to go back up to Walmart because I forgot my damn big iced tea cup in their waiting room. I like, son of a gun. Yeah, I just ordered the steak and shake. I was about to get on the highway. I'm like, okay, where am I going to put the soda? I'll just move my coffee cup over. Oh, shit, I forgot my big Stanley. It says Stanley on that side. Pedro was live last night, and I threw it in the chat for people that were on there. I ran into Pedro. We were both picking up from Hawaiian Bros last week at the same time, and I told him we should do a challenge to $300 here in our St. Louis market, and it's not who can do the $300, but who can get to it first. Because we both can hit $300 easily here in St. Louis. Maybe not on a Monday or Tuesday. It's a little more difficult on a Monday or Tuesday. That's why I used to take those days off when I did primarily Uber Eats and Instacart. Because it's just so slow. I can sit at home and not make money instead of sitting out in the parking lot in my truck burning premium fuel. So I just took those days off. There was that one Monday, for whatever reason, I was up ready to leave the house pretty early, and it was Monday, but I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go up to Costco before they open and see if I can get anything on Instacart on the opening drop. I got a $113 order. It's my only unicorn I ever had on Instacart. I had a lot of them that I called unicorns because they were up there close to 100, like 95, 97, 94 dollars, but not over 100. I drive it. I don't have many issues with it. I did have those front wheel hub assemblies replaced by Dobbs, which I got to find the warranty work, because when Jason was up here, he's thinking the same thing I am. They're kind of loud, and he thinks they may be needing to be replaced again. I haven't put that many miles on them comparative. You usually should get about 100,000 miles out of your wheel hub assemblies, and I'm nowhere close to that. I maybe put 15,000 miles on them, if that. So they shouldn't be going out. But I questioned them when I got them, is this a lifetime warranty? Because that cost $1,033 and some change for 2 front wheel hub assemblies at Dobbs. That's the only reason I did it, was because of the lifetime warranty. Because shoot, when I worked at AutoZone, even our best wheel hub assemblies only had a 3-year warranty on them. And they don't even take the cores on those. So there's no core charge, because when you replace them, just throw them away or go recycle them yourself. Oh, what did Larry send me? It says, it's a video. Bitch, please, your birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory. I can't be playing that stuff. As long as they put the oil in it and the filter, it should be all right. They look up on the computer for each vehicle to see the oil requirements, how much that vehicle needs with that motor. That's all they'll put in. Like when I asked Express Lube, I go, just dump the whole thing in. Well, the guy put 4.5 quarts in, and he said, if you want this other half quart in, you can put it in, but I can't. I'm not going to do that. So I had to physically put the half a quart, that last of the 5-quart container in there. Yeah, well, it's every oil change place. It's been ongoing forever. Shoot, back in the 80s, my Aunt Betty bought what year would that have been? Like an 88-ish Cutlass Calais. It kind of looked like a Grand Am, sort of that kind of body style at the time, with the quad 4 in it. And she went to Jiffy Lube. This brand new car. It was like her first oil change since she bought it. They didn't tighten the oil pan plug enough. All of her oil ran out. She didn't know it. Blew vapor locked the frickin' motor or something. Had to get a new motor put in it, and that was all on Jiffy Lube. Because she didn't change the oil, they did. I think yours should be really easy to change the filter. It's like you reach in, open the hood, and reach right there. It's sticking straight up. That's one thing cool about the Subaru motors, is that oil filter is right there on top. You don't got to crawl underneath. You got to get under there to drain the oil. I got 19 minutes till pickup time. Recognizing some of the servers showing up from being in here. Yeah, they got this place, Brio Italian Grill. Or actually the sign says Brio Tuscan Grill. There's like 3 different names between the apps and what's on the building, what's printed on their boxes and stuff they go by. But yeah, they got put on pause. And this is a while ago now. But when I was in there, I said I hadn't seen an order from you guys in quite a while. They said, yeah, Easy Cater messed something up. I'm like, oh, they put you on pause. He's like, yeah. And then it was something they did. Well, I first said, oh, for not having orders ready on time. It's like, oh, no, it was something on their end. I'm like, that was for not having orders ready on time. Because up until that point, I'd never, it went past the 15 minutes every time I was here, picking up an order, every single time. Until that time. So, yeah. And every time since then, they pretty much had the order ready. At pickup time or just after it. It all goes back to when Darian, and that might have been Ben or Christian or somebody on a Deliver That, Ask Me Anything live stream and an AMA. And I put in there, can we get Easy Cater to do something to penalize restaurants more for not having the order ready on time? And it wasn't Darian, he's the CEO. It was the other guy. I said, well, they give you you get wait time pay. Well, I don't care about the wait time pay. It's that if one's gonna run late and you got 3 back to back, it's probably gonna be that first one, like clockwork. It always seems to work that way, which screws you up on the next one. It's a domino effect, is what I call it. Well, Darian chimed in and said, he's like, I don't think he's worried about the wait time pay. I think it's probably more like the domino effect that happens when that one runs late and puts you behind on your next deliveries. I'm like, that's exactly what I meant. So I was happy when Easy Cater started cracking down on the merchants more. But I often don't have them. I hardly ever have them back to back anymore. Like this one is 11:10 drop off time, 11:45 for completion, and my next one's not till 1:24, which is actually 2 hours and 30 minutes from now. So I'll have time to kill in between, but not enough time because of where I gotta go. I can't really. I'm not gonna work Uber Eats over to that area. I'm happy to see them resurfacing this lot because boy did it need it. This parking lot had some big potholes, and this is a very expensive area. Very expensive. Frontenac. And Ladou's right next to it. That's very expensive. This is... Yeah, neither of these orders are very big today. This one's only $1,034.67 worth of food. The last time I picked up an order, well, I don't know if, I think it might have been the last time. It was $1,221 worth of food, and it went in. They had 2 catering boxes. Well, those go right into my catering bags, and that was it. I'm like, I know you guys are expensive, but is this everything? He's like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, are you sure? Yeah, okay. Customer wasn't happy. She thought she'd get a little bit more for $1,200 than what she did. I'm like, well, they are pretty expensive there. And she said they were missing something. I found what she thought they were missing. At least I think that's what it was. I'm hoping Steve can get Easy Cater, somebody from Easy Cater, in an interview. Because, boy, do I have a question for them. Like, some of these restaurants will run you, like, say, 8 to 11, 12 minutes late. And that puts you 8 to 11 or 12 minutes behind, basically. Because especially with all the construction going on everywhere in everybody's market, there can be delays, and that pushes you to the limits where you're getting there with, like, 2 minutes to spare. I want to see if they run... I came up with a better idea for it last night. If it goes over 5 minutes late, but it's still not over 15 minutes late, we should get those minutes added to our drop-off time. Because it's not our fault. As long as you're doing your part, you show up, you're punctual, and they run you late, we should get, and it's only because of metrics. If it wasn't for these metrics, I wouldn't care. It's the drop off metrics that there's circumstances that are out of our control that we get penalized for all the time. And I am a firm believer in metrics. It basically keeps the riffraff a little more in check with the metrics. Because if you got some scrub out there not doing a very good job, and the merchants see that, the customers see that, and they just start to think that's how we all are. And there's a lot of us that are passionate about what we do. We do a good job. We try to do a good job. We try to look good, be on time for everything, and then some just don't care, and that reflects on all of us. That's why here in my market, there's so many merchants that don't want DoorDash coming and picking up the catering orders. When I know a lot of drivers out there that are on DoorDash that are good drivers, and but there's a lot that are not, and that's the ones that they make us all look bad. Which is weird because this guy is not a very friendly guy down at Busch Stadium that places orders for like visiting teams. I don't know if it's ever for the home team. He doesn't want to deal with anybody but DoorDash now, which is fine because I don't really like the guy. My allergies have been going nuts, and I've had a bug in my throat since I woke up this morning. I can't, a frog or something. Yep, domino effect it is. Yeah, a lot of the gig people are talking about metrics this and metrics that. The main metric I think is horse shit, and that's acceptance rate. Because they want to call us independent contractors. Well, we have the right to accept or decline whatever we want. If I'm not going to make money on something doesn't make sense, I'm not going to accept it. And y'all know that. I'm a watermelon picker. Cherries don't fill my gas tank. Watermelons do, though. Yeah, I just to take 3 deliveries on Uber, I've declined shit damn near 100 orders. 100 offers, we should call them. 10 minutes before pickup, I'll mark that I have arrived. Now I'm going to check my drive time. This is going out to the Creve Coeur area, which is not bad. I just jump right back on I-6440 here, shoot down to 270 up to Olive, and I'm there. I'm right off the highway here, so it's probably about 12 minutes. Let's see how close I am. 13 minutes is what Gypsy tells me. 6 miles. That next one, that Subway one I got, it's not in the best area to pick up, but I've picked up there before. It's going 0.6 miles to the drop-off. Right. I'm not either. And you know that. You know that well. I'm very... I'll be sitting in say this strip mall across the street, and I always use Firehouse Subs for this example. There's Firehouse, and then 6 doors down is Betty's Candle Store, and Betty orders Firehouse Subs to be delivered. If it's only paying $3 or $4, even $5, screw Betty and her candles. I'm not delivering it. She can put a sign on the door saying "Be right back" and walk down that sidewalk and get it herself. And that's me. I'm already sitting in the parking lot. I still refuse to do it. I know you'll do it, U-turn delivery, because you have. What's up, Veteran Dasher? I'm not buffering. I'm sitting in the parking lot, not driving. That's the only reason why. I'm trying to finish my Crappuccino before I go in this place and get my order. I'm sitting in the shade right now, but I'm going to have to move over into the sun. There's not a damn cloud in the sky, and this sun's hot. And I only have vent level 3 and 4 right now, so to cool me off, I got to blast it. And I'm trying to aim the vents away from the phone. If I have to, I'll put the headphone in the earbud with the microphone on it. Yeah, I tried live streaming 2 days ago and had to just give up on it. It just... Yeah, there's a guy on Fox 2 News in the morning. His name's Chris Ranier. He's always out in the field reporting. He also works at a Costco. I saw him as a greeter at one of the Costco's here, and I want to hopefully run into him. I'm going to find out when he's working because I want to talk to him. Or, I might be able to reach out and email him. I'm sure I can get his email. I know people at Fox 2. And I want somebody to do a deep dive into our cell service here in coverage, primarily coverage, the 5G coverage in the St. Louis City and Metro. Because it's terrible. And it keeps getting worse. I know you have. That's why I was referring to that. I don't like people that take advantage of the drivers, whether it's just a walk down the sidewalk or not. That still pay the driver for their time. It still takes the same amount of time, really. All right, cappuccino gone. I bet you were. I'm going to go get in position. I got the AC cranking already. Well, I want it on low because I'm in the shade. I didn't need it cranking. But I don't have one or two. I will. I'm going to shoot a video on that too. Can I get in my normal spot? Yeah, I can. They've got a handicap ramp. I try and get at the bottom of that so I can just wheel my wagon up there. Even if it's only going to be 2 catering bags, I roll it in there. It's a long walk between here and there. I got to go in the front door, go all the way back to where the kitchen is, and it's a big place. I can't remember the last time I went in a restaurant and didn't take my wagon. Some of the crazy bowls and wraps, they've got steps and stuff in the way, so I just make trips. 2 catering bags at a time. I always think it's funny when I go in with 2 catering bags, and it's funny. I've had to say this a lot of times because I pick up the bigger orders, and the people in the restaurant are like, "You're gonna need more bags than that." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I only have 2 hands. I can only carry 2 bags at a time." But another reason for my wagon all the time, I've used the crap out of these catering bags that I use, and the handle quality isn't all that great. So when I'm using my wagon, I'm not usually carrying them by the handles because you look at them wrong and the handle snaps off. It could. There might be a lot of traffic and they won't let you cross a crosswalk. Maybe the button's not working to get the sign to light up for walk. I'm still not going to do it, though. I'm not even talking crossing the street. I'm talking going 4 or 5 storefronts down the sidewalk. I won't do it. Damn. Killing it. And you're in a tiny market. That's the power of grocery store catering. It don't matter. People are ordering that grocery store stuff all the time, especially a brand like your grocery store chain, kind of like mine here, Schnucks, or even Dierberg's. Dierberg's just doesn't have as many locations. Hell, if Dierberg's had like 10 locations that pumped out a lot of catering, that's still 10 locations pumping out a lot of catering 7 days a week to add to basically the order pool. It's 11:06. I'll be back. I'm going to get my wagon and run in there, get this order and get this money going. Hey, that's one of the managers right there walking up. I recognize him. I shall return. Keep the chat rolling. Pasta's heavy. Okay, we're loaded. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get it. Probably gonna get gas in between this delivery and my next one. And let me add the photos. 11:16, 6 minutes past pickup time. That was me loading though. They had the order ready when I got in there. It just took me 6 minutes to get it loaded on my cart and loaded in the van. Complete that pickup. Pull up the directionals.
Let's get started. Drive
13-minute drive. Where are you going, Night Watcher? Anywhere in particular? I'll ask before I get out of the parking lot. Shit, I hit the wrong button. I got 127,000 miles now. Where's it at? Not the fuel range, that one right there. I like watching my fuel range, or gas mileage. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. Yeah, I'll run by Costco, get some fuel, and I'll let you know what it costs there. But I'm going to the Olivet / U City Costco because it has literally the best prices on fuel. That manager's still out here. I don't know why he's out here talking to the guys doing the parking lot. Well, probably because half of it's their parking lot and they get busy with high-end customers because they ain't cheap. I won't eat there. I'll make my own pasta. Oh, I'm not going there. Why you always want me to go out that way? Because then I got to make a U-turn. I just drive down the parking lot and go out the other exit. There's homes over $7 million. Rules apply to you people, I guess. Okay, there's a stoplight here. I can get out and make a left. Yeah. What up, Juan Mendez? Been a while. I've been popping back up. I run a live stream every night, but I'm not on it. It's just a fish tank with some sleep music playing, just to get more watch hours. Because I got from lack of content since last August, my watch hours got too low, and YouTube paused my monetization. So I'm doing sporadic live streams. I never really have anything planned. I do want to start doing one once in a while where it's I've got Super Grok, the AI. I'm not just regular Grok. I pay for it. I got Super Grok, so I can do unhinged on the microphone, and you can hear her. And you know what's funny? Okay, the last time I had her on the mic, I told her she needs a name because Grok's like a manly name. And that was before. Then the last time I had her on the microphone, she said she is Aura now. A-R-A. That's her name now, Aura. Grok is the system, but she is Aura, my assistant. And now when I typed in the Grok yesterday morning, I said, "Good morning, Aura." And it replied, "My name is Grok, but thanks for trying to give me a name." And I'm like, "You gave yourself a name. I didn't give you a name." But anyway, I wasn't on the microphone. I was typing. It's like two different worlds. And I can put her in unhinged mode. Okay, well, you got a blinker on, so I'm going. Better not be going straight. Okay. Oh, why did I get in this lane? I know I didn't. I didn't need to be in this lane. Just like I was talking, I don't know if it was here or on Discord. I couldn't get the Canva AI. I quit using Canva, by the way,
Turn left.
to generate me a thumbnail for my Star Wars Outlaws game, for the live streams for that, or anything with like a name brand. It wouldn't do it. Yet I said to Grok, I typed in there, "Can you do it?" And it did. It made me one with the pretty much Star Wars just like it is on the video game, Outlaws, and pictures. The pictures of the characters aren't quite right, but that's fine. It was still pretty cool. And then I asked when I had Grok on, I was live on a live stream, we we're fixing something, but I had to go live to be able to fix it. So I just ran with it. And I asked her about making those thumbnails, and she said she's not allowed to make thumbnails. She can't create thumbnails. Just the prompts. And I'm like, but you've done it. You've done it for me. Yeah, they're trademarked. But Grok has made them for me, several of them. Whereas Canva wouldn't. I'm in the wrong lane, but at least I'm going the right direction. Word. I got 11 minutes on this drive. 11:33. I think 11:45 was my drop-off time. Yeah. Well, 11:30 to 11:45, and I'll get there at 11:32. I didn't pay attention to where I'm going to drop this off. I just looked at the area. I don't know if I've been there before. The majority of my deliveries, I've already been there several times before. It's the same places that always get stuff ordered. I just wish more places. Well, last couple of weeks I have delivered to 2 or 3 places I've never been to before, so that's cool. That tells me that we're just getting more people in the catering market and more restaurants. Did I turn my lights off? I did now. Yeah, I'm usually going the right direction, just I'm in the wrong lane most of the times. Well, St. Louis has a stupid crap where the exit lane would be on the far left instead of right here on the right at a lot of places, and I don't know every place that does it, or I just don't remember. It's quite annoying.
Then keep right.
Solid signal so far, though, except on my way to the pickup. Yeah, I might keep a signal quite a bit of the time. Yeah, I want the local news to dig in to find out why our our data connections are terrible here in St. Louis. I saw better coverage on the map I was looking at last night out in the rural areas than here in St. Louis City. I'm not in the city, I'm in the county, but it was still kind of sparse out here in the county. Versus other places that you wouldn't think, okay, I'm going to speed up. You won't. I got to get in that lane, buddy. I tried letting him over. Then he slowed down more than I was.
Exit right. Then keep right.
They need to make a mandatory class for all drivers in St. Louis that if you don't take this class, you're going to get your damn driver's license and driving privileges taken away, of how to merge on and off highways and interchanges. You don't do 90 in a merging lane and then make people speed up so they can get over. You slow down, let people over. Or off. That's another thing. Because apparently a lot of people forgot how to drive. Medevac, or I call it the death chopper, unfortunately. Yeah, their pasta's actually heavy for a change on this. Their pans are so thin. I gotta set up Schaefer's in back while I'm thinking about it. Schaefer's and I don't think they gave me water pans. I'm almost positive they didn't give me water pans. I can't set up the Schaefers. The customer requested them too. I might have water pans in here, but those are mine. They're not for the customer. They were at one point in time, but they're no longer for the customer because those are mine. And you can't put sternos under. How many restaurants don't know this? This isn't the first time. It just now dawned on me that they've got Schaefers and no water pans. And the full pans they have, they put this cardboard. They put them in this cardboard thing because it's got their name all over it. It's marketing. It takes time to put those pans in there because you got to fold the box, put it in there, and close it. Then you can't put that in a Schaefer. You got to take it out of the box. So it's just a big waste of time. But I told them that before, and they said it's marketing. Corporate makes them do it. I go, God, if you didn't have to do that, the company would save a fortune over an annual figure. Oh yeah, I'm just doing catering. I got another one after this. I don't really have enough time to do any Uber Eats to get to where. Well, I don't deliver to where I'm going. I don't do residential delivery. It's not a good area. But business to business and catering, I'll work the area. Just not. I can't do food apps over there. I won't. There's parts of St. Louis, some y'all don't know, are just a little too dangerous. And I'm not going to put my life at risk for some $12 Uber Eats order. But to a business, it's not. It's B2B's fine. I haven't heard my curry going off much today. You can trademark it and copyright it. You better do some research. Well, you can go to the trademark website and see if somebody else already has it. Oh, somebody must be waving money out the door. The guy with this cardboard sign got up off his ass and he's walking down the yellow line. Nope, nobody does. I guess he didn't think they could see him. Go work your cardboard sign intersection begging hustle. Curbside begging at its best. Give me free money. Because I'm sitting here and it's hot. And I don't want to work. So I want free money. I need to be all the way over. That one. Okay, I'm going to cut in front of the Mercedes just like so.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn right, and then...
In 0.6 of a mile, turn right. There's a subway I could pick up from there, but unfortunately I got to go to an undesirable area to pick it up. It's going to smell like weed in their parking lot, I guarantee it. There's more stuff. It's in a strip mall type plaza thing. The subway is. And I know the last time I was there, the parking lot smelled like weed. I don't care if people smoke weed. I just hate the smell of it. I can't stand it. I never have liked it. Trademark. Royalties. It's gonna be royal. You can call me Queen Bee. I got that stupid song in my head. That was a cool song when it came out. What was that girl, like 14, 15 years old, that wrote and sang that? Lord, I believe she went by. She had a good voice. Probably still does have a good voice. Convertible Firebird. That thing is in good shape. It's red, look like brand new. The newest it can be is like 2002. I can't believe it's been that long since they since they shut Pontiac down. I wish they bring Pontiac back. With all new redesigned cars. They need to bring out the Trans Am again for real. And the Formula. They'll put it on the Chevy Camaro chassis. Just blew my mind that they kept Chevy, got rid of Oldsmobile and Pontiac. They should bring both companies, automakers back, Pontiac and Oldsmobile, and only produce the retro styled iconic models like the Cutlass, the Firebirds, GTO. Shit, what else did Oldsmobile have besides the Cutlass? I can't even think of Oldsmobile's models on a Delta 88 Royale. I've delivered here. I know where I'm going. Do I turn right here? Turn here? I gotta turn here. Okay. Alright, shut up. I'm turning her off. 12645, that's where I'm going right here. I gotta block their sidewalk. I'm gonna make a... Yeah, they got a big enough sidewalk. I can just flip on the hazards and go. Yeah, lady, the other day, when I said I wanted to go in that door because there's no steps and we were walking by it on the inside, she's like, yeah, but there's never a parking spot. And I said, I don't use parking spots. I use hazards. I block everybody. I'm just going to be here for a minute dropping something off. Like I said, I started doing that because that's what FedEx and UPS and Amazon and all them people do. Instead of me having to walk farther. I got food. It's better. Oh, I like the GMC Sierra. That's a good pick-em-up truck. That Vibe was a good car. It's a Toyota Matrix in disguise. I'll be right back. I'll get this delivered and make that money. Got to remember my wallet. I don't know why I was trying to unlock it. I didn't lock it out here. And I'm back, everybody. And as I suspected, no, there were no water pans. They didn't include them. That's kind of my bad because I know better. I realized it about halfway here, and it dawned on me that I don't believe they gave me any water pans for the Schaefer's, and she doesn't have any. So she's running across the street to the grocery store to see if they got them. I tried tracking her down, but she vanished. I don't know where she went. She's going to Dierberg's. A lot of Dierberg's have a Dollar Tree in the same plaza, it seems like. And I was going to tell her to go to Dollar Tree. I think she has a better chance. Dierberg's has like everything, though. That's why I love Dierberg's. That's like the original grocery store when I was younger I used to go to most, even though it cost more, was Dierberg's. Simply because pretty much anything I could ever want, Dierberg's had. Whereas the other grocery stores did not. But yeah, Dierberg should have it. She even took one of the Schaefer's to make sure she gets the right size. I told her she needs a full-size hotel pan. Deep. So because you got to put the water in them and drop the pans down in there without the pans sitting in the water because they work off of steam heat. I go, it aggravates me that I like one of the restaurants, I won't disclose their name in case for some reason they're watching. They had a younger manager one day there when I was picking up an order. I think it was in the afternoon, so it wasn't the normal guy I deal with in the morning, or the normal guys, because there's a couple. And they gave me Schaefer's. And I had no sternos or water pans at all. And I'm like, yeah, these aren't just to, elevate the food. You put the heat source underneath via the sterno, and I can't go the right way out of here. Damn it, I didn't know that. I gotta go make a U-turn. Gotta make a U-turn because there's no left out of this parking lot. In fact, I think I have to go to that Dierberg's Plaza that she went to. There's a theater right there. I did not know that. No, I think it's a light down or so. Or is it right there? No, that's Walgreens. Shit. This light just turned red. This is going to be red a while. Shit. Too many cars coming behind me. I can't jump back out in that lane. Yeah, I had to explain to him exactly how a sterno, or how the whole chafing system worked. I'm like, yeah, you got to have a water pan. And the pans can't be sitting in the water because that doesn't really work. It's the steam. That's what keeps everything hot. It's steam, like a steam table in a restaurant. It's the steam, not the water. Well, you got to have the water to create the steam, but you don't want the bottoms of the pans submerged into any of the water because it won't stay as hot. Unless you dump boiling water in there and keep it boiling. Wrong way, Tim. No, I didn't go the wrong way. I just couldn't go the right way. It wouldn't let me. So I went the right way because I could only make a right. It had a thing. You can turn right into the parking lot and right out of it, but it can't make a left out. There's a median in the way. I appreciate more than like one person being in there today. That's awesome. You guys rock. Because I need every minute of watch time. I lost 2 hours of watch time between yesterday and today. That's the first time it's went down. It's stayed the same some days, but it hasn't went down until today. It went down 2 hours. And I'm like, doggone it, I knew I should have live streamed when I went out and worked yesterday. This is that same plaza that Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, I think it's called, is in. In this really big Mexican restaurant here. I don't know the name of it. I've never had an order from there. It's kind of funny. Actually, like your more authentic Mexican restaurants that aren't like big chains, like Que Pasa that me and Jay Twist went to when he was up here. I've never heard of another location, but I never see catering orders out of them kind of places. It's only like chains, like Abelardo's, Chevy's Fresh Mex, which I don't understand what's going on with Chevy's. Hang on, I put it in my damn pocket to like those sternos. I don't know what's going on with Chevy's I know they're doing catering. I just don't see the orders like I used to. And I don't know why. And some of my biggest orders came out of Chevy. Some of my biggest and best paying orders came from Chevys. And I rarely see them anymore. And as long as the manager Joe's working, they're usually on point and the food's ready when I get there. He's a good manager. You know, he looked grumpy, but he's pretty cool. Well, I appreciate it. I'll get those watch hours in like 3 days, it seems like. What's in 8 minutes? Well, I can still read it. I'm waiting on traffic so I can pull out. Oh, I see what time. Yeah, I got your 8 minutes. I know what you're talking about. Come on, people. Why are you all pulling in here? I could have pulled out if you weren't turning in where I'm. Jeez. Yeah, I figured it out. I looked at the time. I got an hour and 8 minutes. I'll probably be in the parking lot of the subway by then. God, dude, I should have made a right, went and made a U-turn. This is ridiculous. The traffic is spaced out just enough that it's really, I can't pull out. And that light, every time it turns green, I got all this traffic coming down from, what is this road that it's so freaking busy? I don't even know what this road is that I'm trying to turn onto. I should have known. I think I had this issue the last time I killed some time in this parking lot. And it's a busy plaza because people keep turning left coming from the other direction in here. And I don't know why. Why? It's a Mexican restaurant. I mean, it connects with the plaza, the strip mall. I don't know what's in there, but... Let me see here. Let's see which way it... I'm curious to see how it tells me to get to the Costco. Because the Costco is on Olive, and I'm on Olive.
Set. Let's go. Turn left.
Yeah, I need a banger for tomorrow too. Just one. I just want one really big one. I don't want a bill paying and a gas money one. When I call them that, that means I got one that's paying decent, but it's not really a banger, and then one that's paying like 40 to 60 bucks. That's the gas money. Now, for some of y'all, that might be 3 or 4 trips to the gas station for you, but that's it's closing in on a half a tank, so that's going to be like, I don't know, $52. It depends on the gas price. I mean, I got the 31-gallon tank in here, so half a tank's 15, 16 gallons I've got to put in. I hope you all get bangers. Well, Bubba Sue, I hope you do. I know Lisa's going to. It just won't be from Frederick. In fact, she's probably already got them. Oh, that's right. Dang gone it. I forgot to turn on deliver that again. I keep meaning to do that, especially on like yesterday and today and the busier days of the week, to make sure it's on 24 hours before it orders or pick up time tomorrow to see if I actually get any of these Salt and Smoke direct partner orders. Oh no, I use catering for gas money. I just even with 10% cash back on fuel, I'm not going to do the DoorDash this time. I did that before. I was dashing for gas, I called it. The only reason I had DoorDash on, so I could use the Dasher Direct card and get 10% back from Costco. Hardly any of those. There's not many discount cards, gas discount cards that'll work with Costco because I'm already getting a discounted rate. So you get a discounted rate on top of a 10% back. Oh hell yeah! That was adding up money so fast in rewards. I was in my truck. That's got a 35-gallon tank. This has a 31-gallon tank. I do breakfast for $178. Usually, if it's about $100, I'll do breakfast, unless it's real far away. And I hate to let them go, but it's when you're driving more than 100 miles to do a $100 order, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, maintenance on your vehicle is real, and so are gas prices. Whether it's all tax deductible or not, you still got to pay the money up front. And it depends on which route you go. Are you going to write off your gas receipts and maintenance receipts, or are you going to do the mileage write-off? Yeah, 178 is a good breakfast order. I just laugh at some of these. It's like a 5:19 a.m. pickup or somewhere around 5 o'clock in the morning pickup. And it's like paying $24. I'm like, who's going to get up that freaking early for 24 bucks? I mean, some people are early risers. I'm not that person. In fact, I was just thinking today how long it's been since I just loafed and did nothing all day but pretty much lay in bed and watch videos on YouTube on my tablet or something. Even on a day I don't have anything to do, I still wake myself up fairly early because I easily fall back into a pattern of not getting up early and staying up too late. I just totally went through a red light. I mean, it was yellow, but it turned red right as I was going through it. And it just turned green. I know I had a healthy boost to the bank account yesterday from that Juneteenth bank holiday. I don't know why that's a bank. I don't know why most of these are a bank holiday anymore since everything's done electronically. But I had Thursday, and I did orders all week, and I haven't had a day off in like 10 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all went in yesterday, and I had some good orders in there. Yeah, I know you're an early riser too, Bubba Sue, but yeah. I wake up 4 hours before my first pickup and hit confirm. I may not get up right away, but I'm pretty much up. I just go back to hitting snooze for a while, but problem is I hit snooze too much and eventually it won't let me hit snooze, and then it just quits going off and I don't know it and I oversleep. So just think about it. 5:19 pickup time. My alarm's going off at 1:19 a.m. That's too damn early for a $20-something order. I don't like to rush. I used to be that way. I get up last minute, run, frantically, and then rush to get to work or whatever, wherever I had to be. And I don't like that now. I like getting up, taking my time, doing everything, relaxing, catching up with some stuff on the old interwebs. Just do everything you got to do at a comfortable pace instead of just scrambling like with your head cut off. Lion's choice. Oh, I've done them earlier. And honestly, on those days, I don't set the alarm. I set the alarm 3 hours before pickup time. If I wake up before, I'll hit the confirm button. But I will not get up until after that alarm starts going off. But I got to get up a lot quicker when I back it up an hour. I go into a wake-up mode. And it never fails. The night before those, is like nights that I can't get to sleep. I'm like, damn it, I've got to be up in literally like 3 hours and I still can't get to sleep. I don't do them every day. I've said that repeatedly. If I did breakfast orders every single day of the week, or at least Monday through Friday, my body would be more used to getting up that early and it wouldn't be so difficult. But the fact that I just don't do them that often, I just can't believe how many places are placing such small breakfast orders. Yeah, those low-paying ones, they don't pay much, but you're not delivering much. It's really small. Like, I did one morning. It was a later morning breakfast order. Nobody wanted it because it was going all the way out to Bridgeton from Kirkwood here in St. Louis. It was a pretty long drive, and it was only paying like 32 bucks. But my original first pickup was out in Bridgeton at Bob Evans or Fazoli's or something. So that delivery got me out there for 32 bucks, and it's not really out of my way too much on my way to get out there. So a bulk of it was mileage pay. It was like a $20 order with $12 mileage pay. But I was already going that way, so that was gas money order. And it was literally one bag, one little paper bag from Pioneer Baking Cafe or something like that. Pioneer Bakery Cafe. Popular little place in Kirkwood, Missouri, here in St. Louis. It's still in St. Louis. Yeah, I said it on Pedro's live stream last night too. People underestimate our St. Louis market a lot because they don't know how big it really is. Because I live like less than 5 minutes from the St. Louis County border where I live. So I'm basically in St. Louis County because half of where I live, half the township is in St. Louis County, and I live in the half that's not. It's in Jefferson County. And like delivering from if I got a delivery in Florissant, Missouri, or up north of there, up Jamestown, it's still in St. Louis. It takes me like 15 minutes to get home from St. Louis to St. Louis. I mean, that's a long drive, and it's still all in St. Louis. But all these different municipalities we have all have their cluster of restaurants. All the restaurants. There's so many areas you can work here doing just like food delivery. I just wish that I got a lot of the restaurants I'm always driving up north to pick up to take me 30 plus minutes to get to. I have the same restaurants right down the street from where I live, but I rarely see catering orders out of them, and I don't know why. Well, one of them, Viviano's, they've got the original there in Fenton by where I live. It's like takes me 7 minutes to get there. And then they've got one out in Chesterfield, which is like 33 minutes to get to. But they do a bulk of the catering orders out of the Chesterfield location because they're more set up to do the catering orders. Their kitchen's more designed for it. Nothing from Freddie, Bubba Sue? But yeah, that's why I see more than that. Like Jim Butler Chevrolet, I love that order on Saturdays because it's right in Fenton. And what blew my mind was they'd order Viviano's. They think they're getting it from the one in Fenton, but it's really the one in Chesterfield, which it sucks. I had to drive out there, but it usually upped the pay by about $15 because of the mileage. So instead of $85, it would pay like $101 and $102. And when I first started doing Jim Butler, that was over 3 years ago now. I don't see them often enough, but they were only paying $75. It's went up, and their lunch counts went down. It was $50 lunches. Now the last 2 times I did it, it was only $45. But the pay went up. I know one of the last ones I did paid like $97. I didn't question it because it was. I think it was from Freddy's Frozen Custards, which even if I hit every stoplight between Freddy's and Jim Butler Chevrolet, it's like takes 6 minutes to get there. What is that? Oh, it's Little Caesars. Yeah, I haven't been seeing much on Curry today from the Home Depot orders. I need to take some of those so I can stay in good graces with Curry, but when I see ones that I could do that make sense for me, I'm in the middle of doing catering and I can't do them. Then after that, I'll see other orders that look nice, but I got to drive 50 miles to get to the pickup. 30 miles, 40 miles, whatever. And then the delivery's not bad if you were there in the area, but I'm not. And on these Home Depots, it's amazing how many of them don't get taken right away until it gets to the negotiation text they send you. Like, oh, okay, you're going to send me a text. Well, I know you only want to pay 32, but I'll do it for 68 and hope to get it for 54. But I haven't even been able to do that yet. Yeah, last week I had a drop-off was pretty much in St. Peters, Missouri, which is not in St. Louis, but it's I have to wait at my mom's house, and then I'm like 3/4 of the way back home, and I get an order from Wentzville, Missouri to Troy, Missouri. And Wentzville wasn't far from where I was, and Troy's where my mom lives, so I could have went out and visited with my mom and got paid $55. Actually, probably more because I think it went into negotiation. I'm like, damn it, why couldn't they have sent that to me when I was out there? A lot closer. I wasn't going to turn around and do it at that point. Timing. Okay. 3 packets of the yellow sweetener is too much in this. Their sweet tea wasn't sweet today, so I used regular tea, and they got a dispenser. You push it, and one pushing a button is supposed to be 1 pack. I'm going to have to argue with that. I think it's more like 2 packs, and I put 3 in there. Well, the deliveries aren't so exactly long distance. Most of them I've been seeing, but it's the drive to get to the Home Depot is. Unless it's while I'm doing catering. That's what sucks. I may not have the Curry app open. That could be why I'm not hearing anything. Nope, there's 0 opportunities. Yeah, there was more stuff going on Saturday and Sunday on here. Well, that makes sense. People are working on their yards and stuff and houses and stuff on the weekends. I was blown away with how many I saw on Sunday. But I was out doing catering, and then I wasn't. I was at home. Yesterday I was dealing with my tires. I had to go pick up the wheels from the guy I bought them from, and then get to Walmart. I actually got there early. I was already gone. My appointment was 3 o'clock, and I was already on the road with it half-ass finished at 3:55. But they probably had it done by 3:40, 3:45. But I gave it to them about 35 minutes early, and they didn't have much going on. They were trying to get everything done so they didn't have to be there late. I didn't want to be in vertical mode today. I forgot. Also, when I got to figure out how I can go in horizontal mode or landscape and have the chat come up from the bottom and not sideways, going sideways. The chat stays like this when I turn the phone the other way. The chat still comes up from, say, the bottom of the phone, but I got it sideways, so I got to cock my... It didn't used to do that. If I turned the phone, it automatically turned the chat too on Streamlabs OBS. That would be a good app to design. An app specifically for mobile streamers that works very easily. Works very easy for people that don't know what they're doing. I know a little bit about what I'm doing, and I still have issues. Like, the damn stream won't even end when I end it. I don't know why. Sometimes it does, most of the times it doesn't. Maybe I'll put the phone in airplane mode, and it'll end on its own. Trading company. Oh, costume jewelry and handbags. I'm almost to Costco. Oh shoot! I'm live streaming. There's a thrift store. I just passed it about a mile or so back. It's one of the St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, and I found out from another location that they have one out here. I'm like, what? I didn't know you had one out here. Well, these type of thrift stores in more rich areas, boy, you'd be surprised some of the people donate, some of the stuff that people donate. And I used to have these yellow metal collapsible sawhorses when I was a floor layer. I don't know where they ever went. Probably got left at the ex-wife's house, who knows. But they're about $80-$90 to buy a set of them now, and I think I paid like $50 back, like in 2005-ish, sometime around then, whenever I bought them. And I wanted them again, but I went in there and I saw they had just rolled out a cart of stuff from the back, and it had one of those on it. The thing's brand new. It had never been used. It was for $6.80. I'm like, well, damn, that's one of them. I wish I could find another one. And as I was on my way to grab a card, because I grabbed it, and then I was on my way to grab a card, I just glanced down an aisle on a shelf in the back out of the corner of my eye, and I saw the other one. They had two of them, both of them $6.80, brand new, never used. They still were sealed. It has this like the label that goes around it, around the legs, so the legs had never even been unfolded. So for, what is that, $13.60 or something like that, I got two of them, brand new. Had some cobwebs in the bottom part where the legs were folded up. I sucked them all out with the shop vac. I've already used them once. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I've been getting these crappy old used wooden ones that I got outside holding wood up for my deck and stuff. But I needed some decent ones that I could fold up so they don't take up much room and keep them inside. And there you go. $14. Less than $14. There was also some Ninja type air fryer cooker thing there that had never been used. It wasn't in the box, but it had never been used. And they wanted $40 for it. Or was it 50? I don't remember. But I know the thing went for over $100 brand new in the box. I recognized it. And I'm like, I'm not here for that today. I would like to have it, but not today. Okay, where are you going?
Turn right and then
People that don't know how to pick out a parking spot or a pump lane. I can't stand people that come in here with a frickin' truck and a trailer. This guy's got a flatbed trailer you can fit a car on, and he's in the gas lane. He's going to take up almost three pumps worth of the whole thing. It's just ignorant. Put your trailer over there and then come over without it. It only takes a minute to unhook it and hook it back up. It's not a normal gas station, People want to get in and out, in and out. Yeah, actually, I saw one of those ladders that fold up. They're only like 5 foot long. Some of them are only like 4 foot long, but in the description on Instacart, Spark, I think it said that it's an 18.5 foot ladder. And nobody'd ever pick it up because they don't think it's going to fit in their car. But I know it folds up and it doesn't take up much room, and they only weigh like 50 pounds, if that. And I saw one on Curry for Home Depot, and it wasn't paying terrible. But it actually had the real description. It said it was this kind of ladder, but it's folded down to 5 foot or whatever. And I thought the weight was a little high, but I don't think it was that Little Giant brand. I don't know what it was, but it was a ladder similar to that. But I was already at home. That was actually not a bad delivery.
turn right and then
Shut up, lady. Even if I was to leave from my house. Okay, it still says I'm active on Curry. I'm just not seeing much on there today. So, I guess Tuesdays on the Curry app is not that busy. Nothing coming through on Deliver That, as I figured. Something did yesterday. It was only paying $7 and something, but something did come through. I don't know what it was. I just ignored it. I didn't pay attention. I don't do catering orders for $7. Hell, I barely do them for $20. Catering is another level and should be paid accordingly. It's not your standard DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub type stuff. However, they get some of those catering orders that nobody wants to deliver on the catering apps because they don't pay enough. And I'll tell you, just going off of Grubhub's menu for a local restaurant here, well, it's a chain, but it's more of a local chain. They started in Kansas City. It's called 54th Street Grill, or Scratch Grill, or something like that. I'm pretty certain it was probably about 30% higher if you ordered the food through the Grubhub app versus going directly to their website or go inside and eat. Order from their server. Or even order curbside pickup. It was crazy. So the fees that they charge, the customer is ridiculous. They're making so much off just the elevated venue prices. It's crazy. Anybody here, or am I buffering? Where's Torp at? Keeping it 110. I'm always keeping it 100%. Where's that cone? I can't go around. They put these stupid cones in the way to deter people from going around. Yet the guy that works here will tell you to go around that the spot's open. And I call that impatient people do that. Because then they got to back up and they're always too far out from the pump. I'm patient though. I'll sit here and wait. I have time to kill. Let's see here. Oh, that's the wrong app. I still have 1 hour, 5 minutes before my next pickup. Shit, I'm killing 30 plus minutes of it getting gas. Well, my downtime, my low. I hate these lulls sometimes, but this one isn't too bad. I don't like it when my next pickup's not till like 2:30, 3 o'clock, or 5 o'clock. Yeah, buddy, I see you looking forward, looking back at me. Do you see that cone thing next to me? I can't go around your car without hitting it. Both the pumps ahead of him are empty, but he's got a little bit of Kia. I know it's not going to take him long to finish. Probably got like a 4-gallon gas tank. A Kia Rio. It's like a third of my vehicle. Yeah, it shows you right on there that there's no gratuity. All right. Oh, I gotta pull up a little further. I'm leaving my AC running. It's hot. They said it wasn't gonna be that hot, but it's hot. Be right back. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, you're gonna have to keep. I was like, I was just saying the other day, I wish they put the chip in these cars.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even know how to scan that.
And then would you mind shutting the engine off before you start?
I can't right now.
You can't?
No, there's something wrong. I'm on my way to the shop right now.
Okay, well I can jump you, but unfortunately it's the law.
It's not the jump. Something's wrong in my my bed. Walmart screwed it up yesterday.
Okay.
I just had tires put on yesterday and they screwed the whole system up.
I got you. Well, I'm gonna turn a blind eye and walk away, but
All right.
we might get shut down by some of my attendants and they're within their rights to decision.
319 for fuel. Went up a nickel since the last time I was here, like 2 days ago. The guy wanted me to turn the car off because he says it's the law. Like, tell that to the guys at the regular gas stations that are smoking cigarettes while they're pumping fuel. I hate that. I told him I can't turn it off. I just don't want it to get hot. I'm in the sun. Get bigger awnings, I'd turn it off. If I was in the shade, I'd turn it off, but I'm not in the shade. I told them I was at Walmart getting tires yesterday and they screwed up my programming in my dash or something like that. I can't turn it off. I'm on my way there now. He's like, as soon as I said Walmart screwed it up, it's like I'm going to turn a blind eye. That was funny. Just past $32. 10 gallons going on 11 gallons. I figured it'd be like 14 gallons. Roughly 14 gallons, give or take. Past 12 gallons. Oh, 12 and a half. I did just find out, however, yeah, it cost me $40.10, 12.534 gallons. At Costco, I always stick my card in there because it tells you to. There's a thing next to it. You can scan the barcode. You can scan the barcode on the back of your card because it was doing a card read error, and I don't know why. And I'm like, Jesus. And it doesn't look like it's something new they just added to the pump. It looks like it's been there a while. Yeah, he said, I got a jumper, I can jump it if that's the issue. I go, it's not a jumping issue. I just didn't want to turn it off because I'm in the sun. I'm in direct sun here in the front of my car because just the way it's positioned here. And honestly, I don't feel like getting back into a hot vehicle. No big deal. I'm gonna turn a blind eye. You know, it's about maybe 10% of the attendants at Costco say anything about you leaving your car running. All the years I've been getting gas here, that's the second time they asked me to shut my vehicle off. And most of the times my vehicle is shut off. It's no big deal. But it's hot, and I didn't feel like getting back into a hot vehicle. It only takes a second for this thing to heat up because there's no insulation. And the roof gets really, it's burning right now. I'm going to get an instant read thermometer in here, and I'll temp it sometimes. I bet that roof, the inside of my roof now is probably temping it close to 200 degrees. I'm going to see how long it's going to take me to get to my pickup.
Turn right.
13 minutes.
Turn left.
Oh, just shut out. Before I even open Uber Eats, I'm going to see if there's an update because it seems like every time I go to use it, it could be one day to the next and there's an update. Let's see. It says there's not. I'm going to check on my Amazon orders. I got the two items coming. Yeah, I looked up, I started to look up the blower motor resistor on Amazon, then I'm like, wait a second, let me go get the Dorman part number, because there's a Dorman, they make great factory OEM replacement parts. They make like everything. So I went to AutoZone's website, punched in my vehicle, actually I think it already had it in memory, and their brand, the Duralast Gold, whatever it was like $50 for the blower motor resistor. Then I found the Dorman. It was like $47.99 or $48.99, something like that. Then I go to Amazon. I copied and pasted the Dorman part number and everything in the description, put it in Amazon, and very first part was that part for $20 and some change. Same exact part, same warranty, same thing. Oh, you have to have him update. I don't know about that. I'll tell him to use the same picture as yours. Oh, shoot. It's about 12:30. I'm just seeing if Uber Eats is even doing anything over here, because there's a new restaurant in the grocery store, the new grocery store across the street. I'd like to see if some orders pop up. What was I just going to look at? Amazon. I want to see if I've got an ETA on my delivery yet. It was still being processed at the shipping facility, which is the warehouse that's closest to me out in Fenton. Track package. Burger King, no way. $11, 16 miles. We ain't doing it. See all updates. It is out for delivery now. It says it's going to be arriving by 1:45 to 3:45 p.m., which it should hopefully be there by the time I get home, which means the sun will be in the right spot to where the front of my van will be shaded. So I should be able to do a video. Potbelly Sandwich Works. But golly, I've never seen an order from there. It's on the, nope, that's going the wrong way. Actually, I got to look at the map real quick to see exactly how to get to where I'm going. It may have me jump on 170 here, the highway.
Turn left.
Yeah, it's exactly what it has me do. Going north up to where? To I-70, down to Natural Bridge. Or no, I'm going to Lucas and Hunt Road, and it's on Natural Bridge. So if I do a delivery, it's kind of got to go that way, and it's kind of got to be picking up by Jersey Mike's or Panera or Chick-fil-A or Corner 17. Some of the restaurants right here. I don't know where that Burger King was. Oh, I've never heard that about releasing orders. I was told quite the opposite. If you released it in under 4 hours, I can see it. But if it's within above the 4 hours, I don't see an issue. The hats. Oh, you mean that's not the hats. The hats. What support said. Oh, I didn't push it. I think sometimes they just come up with excuses. Because I release orders all the time, and I at 100% on response rate, and it doesn't do it. I'll sometimes accept an order just to block a spot, so they quit sending me offers, the $20 offers, because I don't want to miss a response on something that I wouldn't do in the first place, and it affect my metrics. Hell, I'd like to just say that I'm not available during that time of the day so I don't even have to worry about it, but I still don't trust the system. It may still try and send me something that I might miss. I mean, I assume I'm still at all 100s. What the hell? I'm trying to go to the... Oh, I know why, because the Uber thing's right where my button is. Let me look at my stats. Yep, all 100s. Just trying to release it, or are you trying to transfer it? You got to remember, you're at the 4-star Emerald level, and Michael is not. And that could be the issue right there, because he's still a newbie driver. Burger King, Colorado and Rich Avenue and Ritz-Carlton Drive. No. That's going over to Clayton. No, for once I want something going up north. Well, yeah, Chris can say that, but what the AI decides is a different story. Why you stopped right behind me? Parked the long way in the spots. Oh, well, I don't care. He's not in my way. Uh, like when I was trying to transfer one to Ellen, it's because her map wasn't as far north as mine. Well, she moved it way further north than mine was, and it still wouldn't transfer until she released the whole area. Nope. Yeah, once she opened herself to the entire area, then it finally transferred. But just moving the map to match mine or larger, it wouldn't work. And support told me that it's because of overlapping. She had orders overlapping. She didn't have any orders overlapping. She didn't have any orders in that time slot at all. Not even close. So they didn't know. Then I got a hold of Tabish and Chris on it to see what the hell the problem was. And then I just had her wipe out the whole map. And then it went through, and I told them that. Because that's beta testing stuff right there. If the stuff's not working right, I gotta call it out, no matter how minute it is. If I'm gonna have the issue, other people are gonna have the issue. This Chipotle is right across the street, and it's going the wrong direction. I'm not gonna do any of these Ubers. I'm just gonna turn it off. I wanted to see if it was popping, and I'm curious to see if I get something from this place across the street. Yeah, I know Ellen's got the bags in the cart and everything, and an SUV. It's weird how this AI looks at the system on an SUV, because like the Crosstrek is an SUV or a crossover, but you can't put a lot in a Crosstrek, because I know I've done splits with a guy that drives or used to drive a Crosstrek, and he can hardly put anything in there. What up? Right, exactly. Job better suited for a human. But I mean, good God, when you open up this ability to release and transfer orders on a whole nationwide level, it is more suited for the AI, because that'd be a lot of humans having to do that job. It costs a lot of payroll hours, labor hours. They could just get the AI working correctly. Yeah, but all SUVs, just because it says it's an SUV, they are not equal. Like a frickin' Ford Excursion probably has as much, if not more, room in there if you get rid of the seats than my van does. Those things are ginormous. They're also gas hogs. I mean, you can get one with a 10-cylinder V10, a behemoth motor that gets like 6 miles to the gallon, brand new. Or you can get that little Crosstrek. I still like the Crosstreks, but I mean, overall, most of the deliveries I get to do would fit in a Crosstrek without an issue. But sometimes, I mean, which I haven't seen many in a while, but those ones that get up, food totals upwards of $4,000, those get to be pretty big, depending on the restaurant. If it's a Payway Asian Kitchen, Panda Express, something like that, that's a lot of freaking catering bags. And I have them. But I also have the room for them, too. Well, this is all in the testing phase, really. They test the stuff on us, and then they'll go public with it, and they don't go public in every market right away. They go in a handful of markets to see how it works with your average everyday drivers, and if it's just minute issues, then they'll go public completely with it. That's when the problems really start happening, and they start tweaking them and making it better. You gotta have the mass usage to work out all the kinks and bugs. I mean, because there's just a handful of beta testers. There's not many of us. And I don't know how many is on the iOS platform as a beta tester. I just know the Android, because I don't use Apple. I just can't wait for them to finally get the TIM thing. Get the app to work with little to no signal and still complete the order, and then update in real time once you get your signal back. But that way, it just so you can actually finish it and not be scrambling trying to get back to the front door to where you can get a signal again at the hospital or office building, wherever it may be. Because I know there's one office building I go to. As soon as you get in the door, your signal's gone. It's not a hospital. There's no cancer wards with all kinds of lead-lined walls, like one of the Washington University hospitals, the lower level. It's a cancer ward of some sort, and they've got lead-lined walls. You don't get a signal down there at all. And if you don't know that going in, and you're tight on time, you're going to have a late completion. Unless they fix that to where it wouldn't matter. It would still go through the steps. And it's just something to ease the stress on the driver, really. Since we're focusing on the metrics. I still just seeing other drivers pick orders up, catering orders. I don't always know what platform they're doing the delivery on, but just the lack of use of bags, catering bags, I don't see them. I watched a lady with a little bitty wagon yesterday picking up Dewey's Pizza. If she had a bag, it was like for an order from Burger King. It wasn't a catering bag. Her wagon was small, and she stacked all the pizzas on top of the wagon. And it wasn't a big order, but it's still an order with pizzas, and she has no bags big enough for those pizzas that I could see. I only saw what she brought inside. I don't always take everything in either. Especially like Dewey, sometimes I'll go in and get all the pizzas, because if it's too much for my bags, I'd rather stack them in the back and wrap them with the moving blanket, because it's going to insulate it better than a bag anyway. And they're stacked on top of each other, so that keeps the heat in. Or sometimes I'll just stack catering bags up against, on top, and on all sides of the pizzas to keep them from moving, and also to keep the heat in. Alright, I'm going to start going. I got to pull up this. I'm going to start going towards my pickup.
Turn right, and then turn left.
I'm going to have to do some research today to see if I can do an TPMS sensor eliminate on this van somehow. So I don't even need those sensors. That would be fine too. I usually can tell if I got a tire load just by looking at it. Then I come to Costco, I just top all tires off at 36 pounds of pressure or whatever they call for.
Turn right, and
Then it automatically stops when you hit the pressure.
turn right, and then turn right.
Well, the AI needs to be trained too. Yeah, it was weird. I got this order at 120 yesterday, so somebody didn't want it. I assume it was sent to somebody and they released it, or they declined it, or they would have it either got declined a couple times, or somebody accepted it and then it released it at about 20 after 1. It was an easy order. It's just kind of not in the best area. I'm fine with that. Screw AI. You hate the AI, Bubba. I don't mind it. Unless it's not working properly. Then I kind of gets on my nerves. I mean, the reason I always set my alarm 4 hours before pickup, because that's how as soon as they started you gotta confirm the order. I've always done it 4 hours before. I just want to keep doing it that way. I've always done it the maximum I could do it. Before that, it was an hour and a half. I would confirm the order an hour and a half beforehand. Now that it's 4 hours, I do it 4 hours. I want to keep getting the same kind of big orders. So I try and always do the same things the same way. I don't know if it helps or not, but it can't hurt. I mean, I got all these good orders last week doing it this way. I want to keep doing it that way so I continue to get good orders, so to speak. Like train the algorithm. That's why I refuse to take those low-paying orders on Uber Eats, because I don't want to train the algorithm into the point that I'll take a $3 or $4 order. Because I want to see bigger orders. I don't want to just see $3 and $4 orders. You're letting their algorithm know that you're willing to do crappy orders that don't pay right. So they'll send you more. Oh, we'll send it to this guy versus that guy because he'll do these shitty orders. That guy won't. But it's all speculation. I don't know if that's really how it works, and that is not where I need to get off. This is a turn lane. Yeah, but I just got in that lane too. Yeah, we never. Hell, the people that work at the companies don't fully know how their AIs work or think. That's a fact. There's a programmer that may know, but most people don't know exactly how it works. Just like Frederick with me, I'll swear to it. If I have one metric that's not at 100%, I totally see a different caliber of orders. I will still see orders. My overall score will be 100, but I'll still see orders, but not the same kind of orders. When I got one metric under 100%, I rarely see one that will pay over $200. The last time it was my response rate, I did see one, but it literally paid like right at $200. I definitely don't see any paying over $300. But overall, those are rare orders anyway. And this time, I mean, we're basically heading into the summer slowdown right now. I'm looking for my headphone to cover so I can cough. Actually, that's Natural Bridge right there. Why don't I just get off on the road that I'm picking up on? I don't know. I'm just following gypsies. You get back to humans controlling all that stuff, you'll get back in the problem that was before when humans were controlling it, and that's favoritism. For whatever reason, if the person on the back end of it has a problem with any particular driver, they may not see good orders. In fact, they may see quite the opposite. They'll only see bad orders. That way they can't say that they're not seeing anything. They're seeing something, just they're not good. But that was an issue before that I'd heard, was there was a lot of favoritism in the companies when they were assigning the orders. Like one person would be kicking ass in the market because they liked that person. The AI evens the playing field a bit, sort of. Better than a human. The hell is that plane coming in for a landing? Right near there, twin props. Or propellers for some of you out there. All in all, my orders come to me just like everybody else from Frederick. But when they have something that they need tested, like a new feature that isn't out yet, yeah, they will make sure that the beta testing driver sees orders. That has happened on occasion. I've even got a text because I've gotten an order at an oddball time, and I'll get a text saying we're testing this, we need you to test it, report back after the delivery, if I didn't have a delivery that day. It's happened. It happens to most of the beta testers. They may not, hell, sometimes they may not even say anything about they purposely send you an order so you can test this thing, whatever it is. Oh, what was it? It just came out. I don't even know. I had no issues though. With whatever other drivers had an issue with it.
Exit right, and then turn right.
I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm driving super slow on the highway. Everybody's flying past me because I'm only doing 50. Oh, I became a beta tester, and I got a hold of them. It had been over a month, and I wasn't seeing squat. And I got a hold of them. I go, hey, if you all want me to be a beta tester, I actually have to see some orders. It wasn't that I was seeing bad offers. I was seeing nothing. Nothing was coming through. I don't know what was going on, but I literally was seeing nothing for like a month straight. And I was like, if you want me to beta test something, I got to have orders to actually use the app to test it. And they agreed. In fact, it might have been me that got them to start purposely sending out orders to some of the beta testers. But it was just a really slow time in my market at the time was the problem. I'm like, shit, throw me anything. I'll do anything. I got it. As long as it's somewhat remotely close.
Turn right.
It doesn't have to be a banger, but I want to help test out the app. And in fact, that's how we figured out. I was able to get the order started. And this was before the app was out, even released to the public. It was still just in testing. And I was able to start an order,
In 0.6 of a mile.
but I was unable to complete it on the app. I had to keep switching back to the old app to complete the order. And they eventually fixed that problem, obviously. But I don't know. And my particular phone posed a problem. There was a lot of problems, and I think still some of the problems are with the Pixel phones. I got a Pixel 8 Pro, and I was having all kinds of issues that no other Android user was having. So me in particular, they had to do a lot of extra testing because of the Pixel. There was very few people, drivers, that have Pixel phones. And I was the only beta tester, at least at the time, that had one.
Turn left.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Turn
the
left.
with the iPhones. There's only a couple different iPhones, but with Android, and Apple makes all the iPhones. Whereas Android, you've got Samsung, Motorola, TCL, Pixel, some no-name brands that are with some of these carriers. I can't think of all the different. Nokia, maybe. I don't know. You got all these different manufacturers that are all using the same Android software, but things are different, which makes their app function differently. Montego Bay Car Wash. I don't have any quarters. Yeah, even though the app's still going, they're still tweaking and fine-tuning it and trying to make it better for us. So there's still beta testing to be done.
Turn left, and then turn right.
I mean, the ultimate goal is,
Turn right, and then
hang on, I'm
turn
turning her
left.
off. I'm trying to turn in the plaza. Ultimate goal on any of the new features or tweaks or anything is when it gets released to the public that there are no issues. That's what the beta testers are for us to use the app for anything new feature in the app, so we can thoroughly test it so it doesn't go wrong once it gets out there in the public. But as we know, even with the transfer feature, there's been issues. I've been getting lucky. I haven't had many issues, but there for a while, I was the only one having all the issues. But I just keep reporting in. My deliveries went off without a hitch. Everything worked smooth as silk. Good deal. Now I had an issue last week or the week before. I think it might have been early last week. They had just released a new copy, a new build with something new. I don't remember what it was that was new. but it wasn't like I swiped it. I arrived. I don't know if it actually took that, but I kept having to submit my picture to complete my pickup. It wasn't taking that. Then by the time I got to the drop off, the restaurant ran late too, so I had that going on. But when it was all said and done, I had it completed on time, and the app worked at the end. But in the beginning, it wasn't working, and I verified with them. My stats weren't getting pinged. I still contact support, because even as a beta tester, I have to contact support. We need to contact support because that creates a ticket, and then they know there's an issue on the back end that they have to look at. Even though support usually can't do anything about it, the tech department can. It will be noted. That's why anytime you have an app issue, just let support know through the chat support, and it gets noticed in the back end when the ticket's created. But yeah, after that, I also got on the beta chat and let the app developer and Chris Barnes know. What's this saying? Is it 30 minutes before pickup? Oh, it sure is. It's 30 minutes before pickup. It took me a little while to get here, I guess. Yeah, when my phone was having all kinds of issues, Frederick was being kind to me, but they were trying to make sure I had something to do. And when they send me an order, it's not the best order out in the market either. It's somebody else gets the best orders in the market on those days. It'll be a decent one, but it's not. It's not what you think. They're not feeding me the gollywomper bangers. They never have. Frederick's done that. That's all on his own. But I mean, they don't even know how many bags I have because they max it. I can't tell them I have 30 plus catering bags because there's not a spot for it. I can take a picture of all of them. They can see the picture. And since I insert boxes in them, I can stack them like a pyramid, which is the picture they have of me. I think the picture they have of me, it's old. There's a couple bags in there I don't even use anymore. I don't even have that wagon anymore. So I do have to update my picture. But in that picture, it's still over 10 catering bags, a dolly, and a wagon. Which my bigger dolly's at home. That's my heavier duty one. It's also heavy. So I'd rather it not be in here. I leave it at home. I hardly ever used it. The wagon works, and when I update the wagon soon, I'll probably shoot a video on it. I'm gonna get a pizza box from Dewey's next time. I gotta remember to grab one of those next time I'm there. Just an empty box, because I gotta make sure that. Actually, I may get at least like 4 or 5. Maybe 6 of their pizza boxes, so I can fill one of my pizza bags with it. Because the shelf I want to build that's going to clip onto the top of my wagon is going to be for two pizza bags with their pizzas in them. So it'll fit anything then. Or I may do it the exact width of the catering bags, because I think that's a little bigger than the pizza bags. But as far as deep wise, length wise, whatever you want to call it, it's got to fit 2 of theirs deep. I don't want to go too long with catering bags, so. But I'll do the wide. It should be able to fit 3, possibly 4. I won't know until I get the tape measure out. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, but don't get to thinking that beta testers just get fed with the best orders all the time, because we don't. Most of what we get is all from Frederick. All the time. I'd like to be fed a few. What up, Necro? I'd like to get a few $300 orders a week sent to me, but that just doesn't happen. Not in this market. Now, other markets like Dallas, Fort Worth, that's one of the top 3 busiest catering markets. Phoenix down there. They're in the top 10. Where Necro is up there in Chi-Town, Chicago. Last I checked, and it was recently on Easy Cater's website, 1,296 restaurants or merchants on the Easy Cater app platform up in Chicago. That's a crap ton of restaurants. That's almost 1,000 more. That's more than 1,000 more than I have here in St. Louis. Restaurants. And if you ever want to check your metro out, you just go to Easy Cater's website. I do it from a PC. I don't do it much from the phone, so I know how the PC works. And it just tells you to type in the city and state, and then it pops it up and tells you what's in that market for that area. There's a police station right behind her. I keep seeing the local PD driving around this parking lot. I'm sitting here in the shade. In fact, I'm going to move. I'm parked long way in some parking spots. I think I can get a shady spot. It's not too far from pickup time, but I still don't want to sit in like my roof is cool right now. I don't want to sit in the middle of a sunny parking lot. Get it cooking in here. No, there is nowhere I can really get completely shaded here. But it won't be bad. Just don't want to hit that fence. Oh, this is cool. I gotta straighten up a little bit. I think one of the funniest live streams I saw Necro do was cooking crepes at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Crepes with Necro. In the kitchen with Necro. OG Necromancer. "23 minutes I got. I just park up on the curb right at their sidewalk. Here, I don't park out in a parking spot. I think I've been here. I haven't driven around to the front of the plaza to see yet. I pulled over near, I guess there's a lot of traffic behind this plaza. So I don't know where all the cars keep coming from, but must be easier to get out this way. Golden what? Golden Grill Market? Grill and Market? I can barely read this sign. I can see it crystal clear. It's just some people spend too much time making signage to where they make it to where it's actually hard to read when you're just sitting across the street from the place. I guess they do fried chicken and fish, because they've got a chicken and a fish at the top of the sign. Some kind of plates of other food underneath the words. Golden Grill and Market. Oh, wow. Congrats, man. I don't have a house, I have a trailer, but it's mine. 1 o'clock. Bonefish grill order. I was just talking about them. 10/18, $110.20. Oh, this is under tipped. $1,548 worth of food. Who's getting this? Oh, yeah. Is it downtown? God. This is why I don't like going to this place. They don't tip. I'm going to accept it because I'm not going to see a better order tomorrow. Yeah, it's an Easy Cater tip. KPMG. They don't tip. They order big orders and don't freaking tip. They never have. I quit doing their orders. But I want that $110. Why is it that much? Is there a little mileage pay on it? It's got to be mileage pay. 20 cents mileage pay. Good at 9.2 miles. It should be $1. 338. I'm not going out to no. See now this will be the gas money order, $47.15, but it's at 3:38 p.m. pickup out in St. Charles. Terrible rush hour time of the day for traffic. And then it's going 13.9 miles after that. Oh, it's going further out. So yeah, that's going to put me way too far away from home for $47. It's too far just to the pickup. Not at that time of day, at least. Yeah, rush hour is hellacious getting out there and back. I'd hit it both directions. Yeah, rent. God, just throw money out the window. Well, I pay pad rent, and I hate that. Because, I mean, I got to see if they've got a ceiling on how high they're going to raise pad rent. I pay my water, sewer, and trash, too. A lot of the trailer parks, or mobile home communities, they call it, they in the pad rent they include water, sewer, and trash, but not mine. They used to before some corporation bought out the whole park, but that was done before I moved in there. Oh no, I'm not getting up that early for that. It's the berry box. Sentient technology. Oh, I know where that is. I'm not. Let somebody else do that. That's like right near downtown St. Louis. I've done a lot of orders there, but they're much bigger than this one. They at least tip 10%. Unlike the one I'm doing. I may let it go. I may take tomorrow off. Because I really dislike delivering to this place. And when it's an order that big, it's some cranky old lady trying to set everything up. They've got real Schaefers, I mean nice ones. Oh, well, that sucks, Aiden. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, she wants, it's got to be done her way, and you just got to let her do it. I'm like, you're just demanding and bossy, and you bastards don't tip. So yeah, I know it's $110 and all, but yeah, $1,548 worth of food. It's Bonefish Grill though. It's not as much as it sounds. Let me go back and look. I didn't look at the item count on it. 33 items. Yeah, it's not going to be box lunches. Yeah, I usually got to park around the corner too, walk uphill with my wagon to get to the sidewalk up front, which is not in the best of shape. Then go up their handicap ramp and get in. Got to tell the lady what floor you're going to because you can't push the button yourself. There is no buttons. Well, enjoy your day, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Congrats again on the new homestead. That's awesome. "17 minutes till pickup time." I'll stay here in the shade as long as I can. Yeah, I pretty much got it set in my head. I'll see if Ellen's back in town yet. She's been on vacation. See if she wants it. I don't want it. I really don't like the place. I've done breakfast orders, dinner orders, lunch orders there. And it's only these big ones that the bossy ladies there. The smaller ones aren't, but they're all the same though. They don't tip. When I was trying to build numbers is when I was doing their orders. And yeah, if you do enough catering orders, you will have customers that will put a sour taste in your mouth. It just makes you not want to go there for anything. Now, if it was $2,015 worth of food, I'd do it because then it'd be a $200 tip plus the 1020. But it's not. 428. Oh no, that's too far too. Rush hour. Another issue with rush hour. This is an easy order, dude. $235 worth of Dewey's Pizza. It says one item, so they got one catering package of some sort. But it's 428 pickup time. Out where I'm going to hit rush hour pretty much both directions. It's paying $45.25. And it's going to be hell for me to get out there. What's the mile? 8.7 miles. Is it going to somebody's house? No, it's going to a healthcare place. But there's, it looks like a 15% tip on it. But I can't stand rush hour traffic. I've tolerated it when the money's right, but when it's lower like that, let somebody that lives out closer to it, or is going to be closer to that area, I'll let them do it. Because I won't be. I did work some Uber Eats out that way not too long ago. I was following the money, trying to get myself closer to home. And what got me out there was close to where I was, some Chinese restaurant. It was paying $17 and something. The mileage wasn't great, but it was moving me in the direction of home, but it was paying 17 something for an order like shrimp fried rice. That was it. And I delivered he was at his work. He worked at a big Waterway gas station with a big ass car wash attached to it. And then I got one paying 22 something that was in Eureka, Missouri, delivering to Eureka, which was still getting me closer. It was some barbecue place I'd never heard of, but it was an easy order. I just had to drive to get there. But the pickup was, or the drop off was right down the street from the restaurant. And barbecue, those food totals are usually pretty high. Yeah, I'm hoping my blower motor resistor is sitting at on my table when I get home from Amazon, because I'll go shoot that video later today. I got videos I need to edit, but I don't have the room in my hard drive to do it, and I can't get rid of anything else. I don't know what's eating up the space. Something in there is eating up the space. And I've been working with Grok. We've been trying to figure it out. Oh, something on curry. Been trying to figure it out, but I just can't figure it out. I'm just gonna have to break down and buy a bigger one. Oh, that's going to O'Fallon, Illinois. Gosh darn it! Did somebody already take it? $65.26 on curry. It says I'm 8 miles away from the pickup right now. I won't be after I drop this order off. Oh no, I'm not. I'm only going 0.6 miles. Oh, there's more. What is this? It's one of those 22-foot multi-position ladders. It's only 5.7 foot long, so it is not 22 foot long. 27-gallon tough storage tote in black with it's black with the yellow lid. Plastic mini roller. I don't know. It looks like a Home Depot order. It looks like there's 4 stops. Hey, I don't want that. Well, I'm actually live streaming, and you could have heard them coming in. I accepted one for $110.20, but I'm probably going to let it go because I hate delivering to this place. It's downtown, and they don't tip. $1,548 worth of food. Where's my dollar sign? Pedro texted me to see if I got anything. I declined some. KPMG. I don't know. I may still do it. It's $110. Number 10, South Broadway. Bonefish Grill. I'm probably going to do it. Bonefish is expensive, so it won't be super huge compared to the price. That's what I'm looking at. It's Bonefish Grill. I got 9 minutes till pickup time. I got to mark that I arrived. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked up here before. If it's right down here on the sidewalk. And I gotta go around this car. Somebody else is parked in the up at the sidewalk too, but they've got somebody in a wheelchair. Yep, I recognize it. I have been here, I think once, maybe twice. Right next to Chop Suey Inn, fine Chinese food. You know what? This isn't a big order. I don't need to park right here. I'm gonna park right over here. Probably gonna lock the doors though when I go inside. At least my driver's door. The back probably won't be locked. Kind of happy the live stream's been pretty healthy today and not buffering every half mile. At least I don't think it has been. That's up to you guys. I don't know if it has or not. I don't need my hazards on. I park in a regular spot, so you won't hear the tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock when I'm inside. What do I got? I had about 8 minutes. Oh, he's drinking a Pepsi. See a dude sitting in a wheelchair here on the sidewalk, and looked like he was drinking a can of Busch or something, but it's a Pepsi. This is a pretty big strip mall. It's got a Save-A-Lot grocery store in it too. They're on Instacart, but I never saw a good order coming out of Save-A-Lot on Instacart back then. I lived right down the street from a Save-A-Lot at the time. I don't think we have any out by where I live now. They're not really Save-A-Lots anymore because it's like spend a lot more. They used to be pretty reasonable on their pricing, but this is before COVID. You can't blame it on COVID or the inflation or any of that. They just raised their prices too high for what they were. In fact, the last time I was there, I grabbed milk, a couple other items, and then I don't remember what it was. It was they're out of it or something. I just put everything back. I said, you know what? Everything here is overpriced. I'm not even going to buy anything because whatever they were out of, it pissed me off, and I left and went somewhere else. Now, during COVID, they were actually staying open till like midnight for a while, which helped me out because I could go there on the way home from work. Damn. Where's that cop going? He's flying through the parking lot with his cherries ablazing. Oh, he's going out. He went behind and he's going to go out where I was parked. That must be a quicker way out of here. Let's see what they gave me here. They gave me 19 minutes to get to the drop off. Let me pull up the GPS and
We are all set. Let's go.
yeah, he came from way over there, went behind the plaza here, went back out, and he's going that way down the main road. From where he was coming from, I would think he could have just shot straight up the parking lot. I mean, he's a cop. He can drive wherever he wants on a parking lot. And that would have saved at least about 25 seconds or so. That could be crucial time to the crime scene he's going to. It is going to take me 4 minutes to get to the drop-off from here. I'll push it to the limits on when I go in there. And I'm probably just going to take my wagon. No bags. I'll put one bag in the wagon. I'll go in there with 2 bags. Maybe 3. I don't. Sometimes the way they pack their stuff, it won't fit in my bags because of my boxes. St. Louis Fish Chicken Grill. I do not like doing Uber orders out of there, out of those kind of places. Man, no one's chatting anymore. I need to see if somebody else is live. What up, yo? Jay Twist and Eric the Kardashian, or Stardashian, are doing a Take All Tuesday thing today on a live stream. I don't know whose I'm on. I'm still live. About to pick up my last catering.
Not reading that, bro. That's way too long. Holy crap. My Care Bear.
Oh, shoot. That was weird. Oh, there's a lot of background noise there. What is this guy in? Alright. I can't do it. I do not like watching live streams on my phone. Things don't work right. I barely move the screen and it goes to whatever's the next video down. It's quite annoying. Trying to scroll up the chat. I shall be back. I'm going to drop my phone down low, though. I'm not going to be gone long. But I don't want to smash and grab. I'm going to cover it with my gloves, but I won't cover the camera. There we go. I'll be back. Seriously? Blanche. Stay up there. Come on, Bobby. Let's go, Bobby. That was funny. I'll tell you in a second. Let me get everything started. Okay. Who we got here? This was funny when I was picking this up. They're Indian. I knew that. I've been here before. And he wanted me to confirm the pickup. I'm like, dude, it's catering. I have to. I can't progress in my app unless I confirm I picked it up. I go, I'm not here with DoorDash. And he's like, I'm DoorDash. I couldn't understand half of what he was saying, but he is not happy with DoorDash drivers at all. But now, the catering order, that's it. They'll fire me, basically. They'll cut me off, deactivate me. On DoorDash, somehow they can get away with that. I cannot. And I pointed out to my van, I go, look, that's what I drive. He's like, oh, you drive for Amazon? Because of my magnets on the back. I go, I have. I could go do that later today. But I'm not. 135. Okay, that puts me within the reason I'll be hitting the road here. Hopefully nobody drives behind me. I just put this on the wrong. I put it in the wrong holder. Let me get this in the right. This is my stream mount right here. For now. Works pretty good. Somebody say something in the chat to let me know this thing's still working. Because sometimes it appears on my end the stream's working, but y'all are just buffering, and I don't know it. If I don't see anything, I think it's buffering. I'll let you know, Kama. I gotta finish this order I just picked up.
And then turn left.
Get back to GPS. Okay, I gotta turn right out of here, you mean? Not turn left.
Turn right.
One of these everything fried places that used to be by my old apartment, they call it like New York Grill or something like that. It's supposed to be really good. They claim it's New York Grill and Steaks or something like that. I don't think they've got an actual grill to cook steaks on in there. It's at the flat top. I don't want a flat top cooked grill steak. I mean, that's how Waffle House does it. But they also throw it on there from straight right from the freezer. I watched them do it. The only time I've been in Waffle House, the damn steak bounced when it hit the grill. It was rock solid, frozen. But I got some food from them one time. I got the fried chicken. You think everything's fried. It's going to be some pretty good fried chicken because I love fried chicken. It was small chickens, and it just wasn't all that great. I wasn't that impressed. Oh, there's a Penn Station. I'm thinking about getting a Penn Station sub on the way home and some fries and make a salad when I get there. But I know I'm going to eat the sub and fries and not make the salad. And I got stuff to make. Got some girth to it. It's big. Not the longest, but I mean, it's the thickest. It's big. And I like those English cucumbers because some people call them burpless cucumbers. They don't make you burp up cucumber for hours so much. And they're seedless. But if they have seeds, they're so small you can't see them. I don't know. Oh, I got some sushi from Deerberg's the other day, one of the grocery store chains here. I literally was watching the guy make it. But it's grocery store sushi. You would think it's grocery store sushi. This shit was good. And I have to go back and get it again. It was really good. Their wasabi was real mild, though. I like it to have a bit more of a kick. It's a sweet soy sauce. Oh, I like it so much better on most things I put, like in an egg roll or anything I put the soy sauce in, really. It's really good. This is a weird roundabout. That person's... okay, I gotta go this way. I have no clue where I am. Oh, I gotta go in this parking lot. Okay. Yeah, I just was in a roundabout and I'm literally turning off here. I sure wish somebody would say something to me in the chat. Let me know it's working. The Core Collective. Okay, this is right. I recognize the name. This is where I got to go. The Core Collective at St. Vincent. Okay. I think my stream's not working good. I really don't know. Is the phone running hot? I don't know. Maybe it's this new phone I got. It doesn't work good. If I can't get any response when I get back, because it tells me I have people here. But if I can't get any response by the time I get back, I'm just going to end the stream and head on home. I arrived at the delivery. I confirm all that, blah, blah, blah. Let me look at my details. Coming to the drive out front, through the front doors, up the stairs. Ring bell to say, man, I'll tell you what, if people have stairs and they're having stuff like this delivered, they need to meet you downstairs with a cart and they can take care of it from there. Thankfully, it's not a very big order. I shall return. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Oh, oh. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Hey, Mr. Bet on You. It's not working. I think my stream done died. It's like freezing on my end. I see 5 people here, though. I will absolutely say on Expedite, ratings definitely matter. It's not ratings, it's your metrics. Those percentages matter. Also, the size of your vehicle, amount of bags, equipment, what you put in that picture that you submit with your stuff. This is working worth a damn. Yeah, I'm over at the core at the core something at St. Vincent, some kind of school. Let me blow this air vent right on the back of it. The screen's cooking. I'm trying to feel the back. This is a brand new phone. Come on, Gypsy, lead the way. Oh, this is a perfect example.
Let's go.
I'm in St. Louis, going to St. Louis, and it's 42 minutes. I think my stream's about to die. I think it did die. I'll catch y'all later. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's getting, the phone's real hot. And I have no idea. I'm going to have to get a remote camera. This is nonsense that I can't, between signal strength or data coverage or whatever, and I don't know. I never used to have these issues on the 4G. That's for certain. But thanks for hanging out, whoever's here, if you can even hear me. I'll see you next time. Gigwise out.